Aloha. Happy full moon day. Full moon in Aquarius is now tonight. So just give a moment for some people to jump on, but I've been wanting to talk about something. And this is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned over the year, and one of the biggest mistakes that I see people making over and over again in their business. So if you have a business, go ahead and put a comment below, like, what is your business? What do you do? And if you have questions, let me know about that. And if you know what you're releasing for the full moon, put that in the comments as well. Okay, so what I want to talk about is this world of entrepreneurship. And when we declare to the world that we're going to have a business and how we have to show up for that. So here's what I see happen many times for people. They start something, there's a big motivation, there's a big push, maybe they're ovulating, maybe it's a full moon, there's something where they're excited to start. They've got all this flowing energy, wisdom channeling through, and then at some point, sorry, my neighbors are outside, so we're just gonna ignore that. At some point, most of us get uncomfortable and we don't feel like showing up. We don't feel like doing whatever it is that needs to be done for our business. It's not comfortable, it's not convenient, and so many people just quit. They just give up. And then maybe they come back 2 months later, 3 months later, they start up again, they do their best, they're gung-ho, they're showing up every day, and then they give up. And then they come back a few months later, a year later, and they do it again, and then they quit. So there's something to say about consistency when we're showing up no matter what. We're not always going to feel like showing up. You know, it's not always convenient. You're not always in a good mood. It's not always quiet in the background. It's not always comfortable. And so what happens is when you're declaring to the world that, yes, I have a business. Yes, you know, you can trust me. You can invest in what I have to offer. And then you disappear on people. They don't feel safe, right? There's a lack of safety there. So think about all the times that you could have shown up, but you didn't. And what were the excuses? What were the reasons why? And what would it look like if you had actually followed through on whatever those things were in those times when you started something, if you actually continued it, if you actually followed through with your dreams, your wishes, your business ideas, and didn't give up on them and didn't let the external circumstances or the way you felt or your moon cycle or the trauma that's happening around us all the time, if you didn't let that stop you, where would you be now? What would be happening in your life? And so my biggest advice for anyone growing a business is you have to show up. Keep showing up no matter what. I don't care what your human design is. I don't care what your astrology sign. Like, show up and be of service from your heart, and you cannot go wrong. It's okay if you're not wearing makeup. It's okay if your hair is turning gray. It's okay if there's kids screaming in the background. You're human, and people are going to love you for that human that you are. People are going to love you for all the mistakes that you make. They're going to love you for all of the bloopers, all of the times where you don't know what to say, but you're showing up anyway. It just helps us all see that we are human, right? Like, you're a human, and that's what people want. That's what they want to see. So where can you show up anyway? How can you keep showing up no matter what, even when it's not comfortable? And, you know, we think about, like, imagine like a caterer, okay? Imagine your business is serving people food and someone books you for their wedding, and then that day you wake up and you've got cramps and you don't feel like showing up. Like, what would happen if you just didn't show up? That wouldn't be okay, right? Or if you're like a surgeon and people have booked appointments and they've been waiting months to like come in and get some kind of surgery, and you're like, I'm just not going to show up today. I don't feel like it. Like, we're lucky because we have the luxury of making choices when we're an entrepreneur, but that means you have to have that badass boss somewhere within you that's going to show up no matter what. So I'd love to know if you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you know someone that needs to hear this, just please tag them. Feel free to share my video anywhere, and I'm here. I'm sending you big love. I just today opened 2 spots for private coaching starting in August. So if you're interested in that, let me know. It's super discounted. It's 2 months, so 8 weeks, 8 phone calls, unlimited Zoom for $22.22, and there's 2 spots available for that. So those will probably go fast. Let me know if you want one. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend and an amazing full moon. So remember to release, 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 release. Okay, big love. Bye.